Today for the SIE exam, we will cover the critical topic of insider trading. This area is heavily tested because it strikes at the very heart of market fairness. Insider trading is acting upon material non-public information. Let's break that down. Material information is any information that would likely influence a reasonable investor's decision to buy or sell a security. A classic exam question might ask you to distinguish between material and non-material information. For example, an upcoming blockbuster earnings report or a pending merger announcement is clearly material. In contrast, the fact that the CEO is changing their lunch routine is not. The second part is non-public. Information is non-public until it has been disseminated to the general public through official channels, like a press release or an SEC filing. A rumor whispered in an elevator, even if true, is still non-public. So who is considered an insider? The exam will test you beyond the obvious answer of directors and officers. An insider is anyone who has a fiduciary duty to a company and its shareholders. This includes employees, from executives down to administrative staff, who might come across sensitive documents. It also extends to constructive or temporary insiders. Think about the external lawyers, accountants, and investment bankers hired by a company to work on a confidential project. While not employees, they are entrusted with inside information and are bound by the same duty of confidentiality. If a paralegal working on a merger document tells their spouse about the deal, they have breached their duty. This brings us to tipper and tippee liability. The tipper is the person who breaches their fiduciary duty by revealing the material non-public information. The tippee is the person who receives that information and acts upon it. For a violation to occur, the tipper must have intended to provide a personal benefit to the tippee, though this benefit doesn't have to be financial. It could be as simple as enhancing a friendship or making a gift of the information. The tippee is liable if they knew or should have known that the information was confidential and that the tipper was breaching their duty by revealing it. So, in our paralegal example, the paralegal is the tipper. If their spouse then buys the stock, the spouse is the tippee. Both have broken the law. A common exam trap is to think the tipper must personally trade or profit. This is false. Simply providing the tip with the intent for another to benefit is enough to create liability. To help remember the elements of an insider trading violation, use the acronym I.P.A. It stands for I insider, possession, and act. First, there must be an I insider, or someone with a fiduciary duty who is the source of the information. Second, they must be in P possession of material non-public information. Third, they must act on it, either by trading themselves or by tipping off someone else who then acts. If all three elements of I.P.A. are present, you are looking at a serious violation. The consequences are governed by the Insider Trading and Securities Fraud Enforcement Act of 1988. The penalties are severe to deter this behavior. On the civil side, the SEC can sue for disgorgement of profits and seek a penalty of up to 3 times the profit gained or loss avoided, known as treble damages. On the criminal side, the Department of Justice can press charges, leading to fines of up to $5 million for individuals and prison sentences of up to 20 years. For corporations, the fines can be even higher. The exam will expect you to know that the penalties are significant and include both civil and criminal components.